Hello, hello. This is my first recorded video, so let's see how it goes. But basically, I have a couple of updates that are pretty important, and I wanted to make sure that everybody was caught up and knows where we're going from here. For the record, I always love to play with Willow. One, makes the game so much easier in my opinion. You will always have a lighter. You never die due to not having light, even though it's not great. And when you're close to fire, it restores your sanity, which I think is huge, especially for newer players. I also just like the concept of fire. It's fun, it's hectic, and I also like the randomness of her just kind of occasionally lighting stuff on fire. Anyways, let's do that and start a game. And maybe this will become a series. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I wanted to fill everybody in as to why I have not been streaming. I really do like streaming. I've had a great time with it. Everybody who's swung by has been super awesome, and it's been super neat to just be able to stream, then have it uploaded to YouTube, and have a good time from there on out. However, I am moving this week, and so we've just been packing everything up. There hasn't been a lot of time to stream. I'm going to end up having my own place in the house to like comfortably stream or use the videos, so on and so forth. So that's where I'm going from there. We are moving over this weekend, and about the week after that, we'll be officially in the house by the 3rd of February. With that being said, I will also be getting an actual headset after we move in, because all of our expenses right now are going into moving in, putting a down deposit, so on and so forth, paying for rent for the next additional month, getting a washer and dryer, a bunch of big things that we want to do. But after that, I'll be getting a headset, and that will really transform my ability to play, how long I'm able to play, and the quality of the content. In the meantime, I've just been learning how to edit. Oh, you freaking bird. That's okay. Learning how to edit, learning how to not advertise, but like do thumbnails. My expertise is in digital marketing, so it's its own thing. But I have not really done much in like the graphic design aspect of thumbnails and eye-catching stuff like that. A lot of my stuff are adverts for services, companies, products. Videos are very similar, but they're just inherently different. So, been learning that as well, just trying to make things eye-catching, reviewing the trends for what is and what isn't really working for YouTube at the moment. Another thing is I'm thinking about doing 2 channels. So there will be my gaming channel and the enjoyment that I get from that, as well as potentially like a travel or lifestyle channel. But yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. I've got a bunch of ideas, but I'm not sure when or if that will even go in that direction right away. Anyways, with all of that like basic housekeeping stuff out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been having a really good time seeing people viewing and enjoying my content. So let's go through. I don't want to just... So normally when I play Don't Starve, because this is not a first impressions video, this is just something I enjoy playing and would like to put on the channel. When I play Don't Starve, I don't typically tend to... Oh, what is the... No. There we go. I typically tend to like outline the area and then figure out my base, but that sounds awful to watch. Maybe not. I don't know. But I want to make sure everybody has a good time and is able to sit back and relax and enjoy the show rather than just exist watching me walk in a giant circle for 20 minutes and then feel like they've wasted their time, you know? That sucks. Nobody wants that. There will be very little, if any, editing. But, you know, I will do my best to keep it interesting. I will say I have never beaten the game. And I want to. I want to real bad. I have not unlocked any of the characters that you don't get from dying, if that makes sense. I believe the last person I got was... what's his name? It's not Wilson. And it's not... The lumberjack-esque gentleman. That is who I have gotten last. But, you know, I think if I have a community behind me, I can definitely get to a point where I finally get these dang games finished. I have, mostly through my husband, but I have over like 150 games, and I have played like 20 of them. I will say I had a lot more when I have, and I still do, but I have a lot more on my Xbox that I've played, but on PC, I think I only have like 5 actual titles to my name, which would be Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Fields of Mystria, Don't Starve, and I'm trying to think, because now I feel crazy. Oh, Plant Tycoon, yes. Which, I don't know if you guys ever played Plant Tycoon in like the early 2000s. That was a pretty good game. You know, actually, what is a really... I'm very nostalgic for it, and it makes me really sad that it's not really around anymore. There were Shockwave games, and a lot of them ran off of Java, or no, not Java, Flash Player, and it was so cool. There were games like I want to say like Sarah's Super Spa Salon or something like that. There was Fish Sanity. That's a weird word to say. No. Why did I do that? There we go. There we go. We'll do that, actually. And then, because she is an arsonist, I can just stand one in this tree on fire, and I gain sanity. And I gain a lot of sanity. Granted, oh, goodness gracious, it immediately goes right back down, but it's really interesting to see. Oh, I'm going to... Yep, that was a stupid decision on my part. Actually, if it's where the spiders live, I'm okay with that. I was like, man, I just absolutely committed a, like, and I did. I really did. I just committed a forest fire, which is a great atrocity. But honestly, I'm okay with it right now. Oh my gosh. And then there's that weird tree. Those definitely not living logs. Oh no, is that gonna... No, it can't jump from there. I was like, oh no, it's gonna take away the living logs, and then I'll have no living logs. But no, we're fine, we're fine. At least we know we'll have a place that we can get a bunch of coal. Which actually I might do. I want to chop some actual wood first. And you might be like, hey, well, then do that. You're absolutely right. I should have been doing that. Oh, I like how the like birds just kind of chill. They exist for, I mean, there are like mechanical reasons as to why they exist, but it is nice that you're not just living in like a desolate world. The birds constantly flying in and out, or like the butterflies or the bees, really help lend to the idea that this is an actual whole little ecosystem. This world, like, that you have been drug into, it is not like a personal prison for yourself and just yourself. That's insanely narcissistic, I guess, would be the like closest word I can think of. Like, it is not about you. It does not matter that you are here. You are not. Well, I think. Is Wilson predestined to be in the universe? Are, like, these characters specifically pre picked? Or was it just a matter of happenstance because of their own hubris that they were, like, brought into this world? That is my question regarding this. Because I know Wilson, it was a matter of his, like, experiment. I don't know Willow's. I know that she, like, burnt down the orphanage she was living in. But that's, I believe, all I know about that situation. Um, you have plenty of food. I'm just waiting to cook it. I don't know. Regardless, it is a really cool concept. It's a really cool game. I think that the art style is absolutely almost childlike in its structure. For example, the waves and the way that they interact with like the world and the coast reminds me a lot of the Misadventures of Flapjack. But while the style is very simplistic and you have like these little patches of grass here, it is very, very pretty. You know, with the butterflies, uh, the the birds. I mean, everything has a lot of detail to it, while still somehow being simplistic. It's really complicated, and I think it is very well done by. I've heard different ways the publisher or the developer name is. Is it Clay Cly? Um, and they also did Oxygen's Not Included, which, I mean, you can see the art style very through and through there as well. It is very signature. It is iconic, I might even say. And I mean, Don't Starve has been so wildly successful with Don't Starve, Reign of Giants, and Shipwrecked. And I don't think they're doing anything else. But I mean, they've sold plushy spiders, I believe. Plushies of the characters, even. Um, oh yeah, Don't Starve Together. That was the other one I was thinking of. I was like, I'm missing something. And I know I'm missing something. But I don't know. It's really, really cool, honestly. Um, the way that they talk and use musical instruments is interesting. How everybody has a W name except for Maxwell is really cool. And I mean, I don't believe Charlie... Well, no, she is canonical, technically, in this game, because Max says, Charlie, is that you, right? Or does he only say that in the second game? I know that she is canonical, but I believe she's not introduced until Don't Starve Together. But I could be wrong. In fact, I probably am. I do not know nearly as much about this game as I'd like to admit. Like, lore-wise, I've watched all of the videos, I've watched all the trailers, I'm pretty sure I've watched all of the backstories regarding every single character, and yet, do not know anything. But that's kind of the fun of it. I need to follow one of these soon, and just, like, don't want to follow that, that's for sure. But I need to follow one of these and get, Chester, that's his name. Chester Chestington. But he is just such a cool little critter. Very much reminds me of a dog. Gives me the same level of, like, comfort, I guess. Also, one of the downsides with using your lighter is obviously you can't cook food on a lighter. You can't cook food. I mean, you could cook marshmallows, I'm sure. But you can't cook food on a lighter. And you can't, cook food on the, like, stuff that you have set aflame. I know that, like, I could use the seed for something else, but honestly, I'd rather just use the inventory space if I can. And I don't want to waste it, so we'll just keep that there. I've learned something wild this past couple of days. While I thought I was taking some medication for like 6 weeks, I think I thought I took about 6 doses, and it requires an auto-injector. I missed a very crucial step, which was pressing a button. And it makes sense, but in my defense, I thought because I could see liquid bubble out when I would dial the pen. So when I would do that, I would dial said pen and then poke myself, and I would think that after 8 to 10 seconds, that the medicine was in there. Well, fun fact, it wasn't. And I wasn't getting any medicine, so I've just been placebo affecting myself for a month and a half, which is pretty spooky when you think about it. Like, that's a long time to just not have the medication that you're on and not realize it. And then today, when I was, like, updating my medicine stuff and looking through it, there was, like, a little hidden instruction in a hidden spot on the box, and I was like, oh my god. And I had to tell my husband that I had just wasted 6 weeks worth of needles, which is only 6 needles, but 6 weeks worth of needles, and, you know, haven't used any of my medicine. And he was like, wow. And I was like, I know, I feel like an idiot. And he was like, I mean, no, but yeah, kinda. You kinda should. That is, like, important, and we need to be aware of those things. And I was like, yeah, thanks, I'm well aware now. But it was such a wild and very upsetting ordeal. You know, part of me wants to just chill here. I don't know if it would be a good spot to do. I don't want to pick up a shovel right now. I wonder. if... Okay, so we've got the tree. We have that. I feel like we could do better, but we're already 15 minutes into. Do I want... we're going to press on for now. If anything, it's a nice wormhole. I am so scared about those tentacle monsters just coming up and making my day awful. I hate coming into this biome without protection. Like in the form of a suit or a horde of piggies. Or, I mean, heck, the only hat I have is a polar hat. I don't even have like actual food. I have 2 cooked berries. And if I'm stuck here at nighttime, which I likely will be, it's gonna suck. Because these tentacles, I know you can't see them right now, right? But all of these little spots right here, those are all tentacles. So there's that one, there's that one. This was a bad screen to stop at. Okay. I swear there's a lot. There's one. But there's a bunch, and it's really hard to actually put down a fire where you don't have to worry about tentacles or mosquitoes or God, who knows what else. Oh. Oh, it's just a torch. We could use a torch, I suppose. Now I'll increase my sanity for a minute. That's not what I wanted to do. Goodness gracious. I was trying to pick the bush and I just clicked the wrong button because that's, you know, smart. But walking through this biome actually, that sucks, really takes a toll on your sanity. The only thing that's kind of neat is the mer people are hostile toward... I think they're automatically hostile, but I could be wrong. Anyways, they are at the very least neutral to each other, and then the mer people can get aggressive towards the tentacles, which will then allow you to reap the benefits of both parties if they die. For example, raw fish and frog legs, or tentacle spots or a tentacle spike, I believe, are the 2 drops that they have. I didn't know. See, okay, hold on. We might be able to, you'll be able to see. Yeah, tentacle spots, that's what I thought. That's fine, I don't want to carry it. But regardless, tentacles, they hit super hard. They're hard, they're fast, they kind of stun lock the mer people, I want to say. After a, like, maybe not. I feel like they're pretty close to stun locking mer people. Unless there's like a group of them that can easily overwhelm them. But you either get a really good source of food or you get a really good weapon. I believe tentacle spikes are one of the best weapons you can get early game. You're not gonna light any of the other trees on fire, are you? Huh. Not a fan of the eyes in the dark, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of spooky. And I know it's because of my sanity, but like, that's spooky. Well, see, I was in full health and then I was dropped down to 116 because of those damn tentacles. That sucks. I thought I was in the clear. And I don't think it's a huge deal. Oh, that looks safe. What is this? You know, I'm good with that. Oh, and then there's a Piggly Wiggly. Honestly, I probably should have stayed closer to that tree just to like keep my sanity level, but that's okay. Are you just a pig king? And do you have a... No, it doesn't look like you have much of anything there, buddy. Oh well. I'm good. I don't want to talk to the pig king if I don't have to. That's no fun. I want to pick that up, but there's no reason for me to pick that up right now. I don't think there's a way for me to mark it either right now, right? Ah, yes, there we go. Just randomly catching something on fire, which is what I was talking about with just like the random, not it's just a challenge to work around, I guess. I don't know if there is any actual things that cause her to set things on fire, like if you have to keep her stats above a certain threshold to like be considered not in stress, because it does say she's prone to lighting fires when stressed. So maybe in theory, if she's above half hunger or half sanity, then she is more keen to not set fire to stuff, you know? But we will see, you know? We'll see. You know, another place that I wouldn't really want to. I would rather... Oh, a lumpy evergreen. Those ones don't drop pine cones. It would be a cool concept to build a base in like a rocky biome, but I don't want to. I don't know if it I don't think it would have any impact on farming or whatnot. But if I have my choice, I want to be in one of the bright green biomes that have flowers and butterflies. Not necessarily for ease of the game, honestly just because it makes me happy. Like, these are huge gold deposits. There's gold, rocks, and flint. So there's no reason for me not to want them. But I don't really want them. Like, I know they're here. I can go back and be like, oh yeah, these golden rocks are everywhere in this space. And I'm aware of that, you know? And it doesn't mean I have to live in it. I do want to go through and eventually fill out the map. That would be a goal of mine. But if I don't find a decent place in like the next 5 minutes, then I'm going to set up a like basic camp for the next little while. Yeah, no, lumpy evergreens are such an interesting concept too, because I believe cutting them down still counts for the tree guardian chance to spawn. Because, you know, you're deforesting a biome, but they don't give you the means to repopulate that biome. Which I think is really interesting and shows like the consequences of your actions like unique and dynamic way. Which, speaking of which, I was so terrified when I first found out about the tree guardian, and as you can imagine, I found out about him the hard way. I was chopping wood. I think I was trying to get, actually, no, I was definitely chopping wood. And it was in a dense forest like this, and one of them just grew legs and was like, oh, okay, neat. So there's tree spirits. And then it came over and it raked its gigantic tree claws at me, and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? And I did not know nor understand that it was because I was chopping the trees. So I went at him with an axe, which wasn't the brightest decision. I think I also tried to light him on fire. And if I recall correctly, I was not successful. I don't know if I could or couldn't, but I know that, like, I didn't for some reason. I think I either got clawed and died, or it just wasn't possible. Because I tried so hard to light him on fire, and it was so scary. And then it was done within the blink of an eye, and I was so disappointed. But, let's see. Just a couple more minutes. And if I can't, holy shit. Pardon my language. Oh, that's terrifying. Why are you guys all... Is there such thing as just a tall... No. Just a tall bird biome? With all the mama birds? Like, I don't know, man. You guys aren't even cool. I don't think I can make a baby tall bird a pet in this iteration of the game, to my knowledge. But I would be very happy if I could. And, like, otherwise, their eggs aren't used for much. Thank God. Please give me a little bit more sanity. I want some more sanity, and I want to be able to, you know, not die, ideally. Oh, well, there goes that. $62 sanity. Oh. Not gonna lie, I know it's because of the insanity, but the eyes really creeping me out. Like, pretty spooky. Man, I hope to get close to, like, I know this is the biome for it, at least the grass is, but I really want to get to some flowers. I would like to pick 4 more flowers and just get a flower headband on. No, don't do it. Okay, there we go. Why? I didn't do anything to you. Leave me alone. There's no reason to hurt me. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. I am not setting myself up in a graveyard. I will set myself up in a nice flowery area next to a graveyard. We can do that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set up. We will put together our base and we'll make a flower crown. Sound good, everybody? Sound good. So, boop. I'm gonna put you right there. Ooh. That is also tempting. What are you? Yes, I do like that. Do I need one right now? A little bit. What else? Refine. I don't have enough to like make a chest right now, but that's okay. Shovel, pitchfork, razor, beatnik, beard, wild, saddle, in theory. Oh boy, that's interesting. Light, survival, science. Okay. Fight, grass suit. Rope, boards, stone. Okay, so what we will do, aside from me make that hat, because I need that hat. Oh, okay, well at least my sanity is 94 now. Wait a minute, what? Okay, so it looks like I've set myself up in a pretty central location, all things considered, and I'm content with that. That's what we will do. We will be in this nice little area, safe and sound, at least for a little while. And then I can go through, explore, use all of my resources, make sure that I have the locations I need, get as many recipes as possible, and then really jump into, ideally, hopefully, the adventure mode. But we will see if that happens. Chop, 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 chop. Good job. Alright, we are out of chop, chop, chop. I will say I am a little... I don't think I have like done enough to warrant it yet, but I am always so nervous about that damn tree guardian. Just being like, oh hey, yeah, no, actually, I don't like how many trees you have cut down. And I'm like, but it's perfectly reasonable. I'm just using them to make a chest, or I'm just using them to make a log suit. I'm not like cutting down 50 trees. I've honestly done more getting to this point than actually like cutting down trees. And there's beefalo. Oh, this is such a good spot. I'm not even like nervous about it now. I've got beefalo. We've got bunny wabbits. We're fine. We're fine. We're golden, baby. Is that just a texture of the ground? I guess so. But no, we're doing fine, actually. I can't believe I was worried. Refine. That's not refine, that's refine. And it needs to be 4 of them, right? 2, 3, 4. Damn it, woman. Hold on. Close enough. But why can't I... No? Okay. Good to know. Mm. And then I'm going to put several of these in a nice, well, tiny, tight knit little like circle square thing. So that way I can burn them and not have to worry about a tree monster coming to fight me. Oh dear God, not the wolves, not right now. Will I make it? Will I not? Who knows? Find out on next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Regardless, it is time for me to head out. We're gonna save and quit. Now that I've got my little area going, thank you guys so much. I cannot wait to see you soon and get back to live streaming and hopefully maybe launch that new channel. And I think a lot of people will actually really resonate with that content, but we will see. Anywho, have a good night. See y'all soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.